Praise Satan. Okay, one sec. I'm gonna change my setup just a little bit. Actually, I can just go back to... It's gonna kick me out to orbit anyway, so I might as well go there now. Alright, Ubisoft, where are you holding your damn thing here? Here we go. Oh no, is it a countdown to a countdown? Oh, 2 minutes, okay. Not bad. Alright. That's the wrong display input. There we go. Weird I had to go into that. Also, it's got the overlay. Shit. Yep, same thing. Wrong display capture. There we go. Hey, we're in. Okay. Right. Oh, shit. Actually, I don't have any sound. There we go. This will help me. All right. I have no idea how long this will be. If it's pretty short, I'll just go right back into either playing some Destiny or... I don't know. We'll see. All right. Just. Oh, my back. Make sure this is all working. I might have to turn the desktop audio on. I just thought of that. There really hasn't been any sound yet, though. Yeah, there's like nothing. It's so low. If I bump it all the way up, you can kind of hear it.
Folks, welcome to Yada. I am your host, Chris Waters, joined by my host, Yusuf Magid, here on this special episode of Ubisoft News Plays. And Yusuf, we have a special guest here, don't we?
Oh, we do, Chris. We are joined by narrative designer on Far Cry 6, Naveed Khavari. Naveed, how are you today?
I am good. How are you guys doing?
How are you?
We're stoked. We are so stoked. We are checking out Far Cry 6. This is footage running on the Xbox Series X. Now, a few housekeeping notes as we approach the Valle Prehistorico here. This footage is pre-recorded. We've edited together some chunks to give you a great array of gameplay across the region of El Este here in Yara. We're going to see a lot of different action, a lot of different mechanics. We'll be talking with Naveed about what we're seeing and also taking your questions in chat. We are streaming live to Twitch, on Ubisoft's channel, on Xbox's channel, and on others. We're glad to have you all there, and on YouTube as well. If you want to ask questions or just holler at us about what you're seeing, join us in the chat on the Ubisoft channel or the Xbox channel. And now, Naveed, it's time for a little nature walk here down the old Sendero Natural.
Cool,
we are approaching an FND base.
That's right. These are Anton's military bases that are throughout Yara. But before we get into that, I have a question for you guys.
Okay.
Did you notice the Easter egg that you literally just drove by? That's the question.
There was a big old saber-toothed tiger. Is that what we're talking
about?
Close. Is it Far Cry Primal reference?
There's a pretty big Primal reference from our friend Irk.
You'll find Wait,
yeah.
Was it visible in the footage?
That's all I'm saying. That's all.
I'm about to rewind.
And as a writer, as one of the writers of Irk, I feel like I had to say something. So now it's out there. I don't know if I ruined it for people.
You need to see this in 4K because at 1080, it's kind of like.
I know people are gonna run this back.
60 frames per second, really nice. But I'm not super.
It's going to be in the far southeast area of El Este. Now, this is a big region here in Yara. Naveed, there's different regions tend to have kind of different personalities, different kind of predominating traits. Talk to us a little bit about where we're at in El Este.
Well, in LS they
ASA,
really
I mean,
have a
LSA.
kind of mountainous jungle region, so it's a lot of elevation, a lot of the grappling hooks, and sniping from.
Definitely, the
sniping
60
from
looks real
mountain
nice, but this is a
heights,
fuzzy stream.
And also, it is where
I hope they put
sort
the
of
gameplay up in 4K.
ecosystem of Anton's Yara. This is where they produce what we call the poison, which is the chemical they spray on the tobacco leaves that produces the cancer treatment Viviro. So there's tons of gameplay opportunities as well as narrative opportunities here with that poison that hopefully we see you engage in. But yeah,
we shall
it's highly
see.
combustible.
Cacti.
It's highly combustible.
Highly combustible.
Yeah.
Like paper thin cat. That looks weird.
But yeah, it's
How do they not see you?
one of the most crucial areas in
How do
the
they not
game,
see her?
and it's also where they ship the
Well, I guess,
Viviro
it's not
out,
fun
so
if
one
the
of major
CPU is not an
ports
idiot.
is there. And it's all run by Admiral Benitez and Mr. McKay, who I don't think you're going to see just yet, but they have a very dynamic relationship. There's a lot of... they would not be good on Teams calls and Zoom
oh my
calls.
goodness.
A lot of cutting each other off.
Cutting each other off. I like it. I'm going to contextualize this.
Definitely a Far
These
Cry
are
game.
coworkers, right? If you're the leader of, you're the admiral. Of the
There was some
Navy,
leaked
They're
gameplay last
supposed
night
to
too.
be.
A lot of
Yeah.
a lot of crafting
McKay
of
is
different
like an
gun parts, which
import-exporter.
look pretty
If
cool.
you've ever met someone who says they're an import exporter, immediately they are doing something illegal. So he's that.
Hey, I will
person.
have you know, my great uncle is an importer exporter. And does he always wear sunglasses even indoors? Maybe. But we don't ask questions. We don't ask questions.
Yusuf is learning things about his family. We're learning things about Far Cry 6.
Yeah, 3 main weapons.
All around this morning. Now, I'm interrupting a lesson here. People are trying to learn how
that
to
chain didn't work.
fly a helicopter. And I'm really trying to do it a little stealthy here. Obviously, I didn't quite nail that last machete thing. But, doing a quick study. Got to get the helicopter here. Speaking of Easter eggs, there's a little get to the chopper Easter egg in that scenario. If you folks take a closer look at that whiteboard. Look, clip it out. Clip out these Easter eggs. I want to see some clips from this stream a little bit later on.
A lot of Easter eggs in this game. I can promise you that.
Well, you got so much space to work with, and it's just
Did you take the alarm out? I don't know if you did.
yeah, the alarms I think are taken out, and so I'm gonna obviously deftly make my through the scenario by sliding off a cliff and landing on my butt.
So for folks wondering in chat,
it must be
we're watching
cool
Chris's
and
gameplay
real
right now. This
annoying
is
to
not
play
live.
games
This
early.
is, pre-recorded.
You get to play them
gameplay
early, but
footage.
they're just not.
But we are playing
polished.
on Xbox Series X. Or Chris was rather, and this is the only.
It also must be
Xbox
really
Series X
nerve-wracking
footage
knowing
you're
you're going to play this
today
and
of Far Cry
millions of
6.
people are going to watch your
Ooh,
gameplay and
exclusive.
say how much
We
you
want to
suck.
give you all something special.
Hell, I had it for
today,
Song
so
of
we're
Iron.
glad you've tuned in.
It's
Now,
like
this
I
is the
don't.
point where
I got through
realized
Song of Iron, no
the design
problem.
of the Via Prehistorico
The
is
combat
such
just
that
doesn't. That's the way
these
it looks
cavemen are
when you
freaking
play
me
it.
out. I'm like, oh my
I
God,
don't
there's
just
like
suck at
15
it.
guys up there. Oh no, it's just this one
Yeah.
around here. But it was one of those moments of
poor lady.
yeah, surprise.
They have health
God,
bars.
I'm in a situation I hear a
New
helicopter.
Dawnish.
It does.
Fakes you out.
Boy, he must be playing
I mean, I
uneasy.
gotta give a shout out to, Ubisoft Toronto was lead, but we worked really closely with Ubisoft Montreal, and they actually
Loggers.
they handled a lot of, or the majority of LS Day region.
I gotta say,
and
I need to see
you
this
can
in
sort of
4K
feel
because it
the
kind of looks.
nods and the references to the older
It's
Far
60
Cry.
frames per second, so just by
they did a
default there,
fantastic
it's
job.
way nicer.
What are you gonna do this chopper?
But-
What
Whoa.
we're seeing here, this is our first
Oh.
glimpse in this stream of a resolver weapon. The resolver weapons, of course, are the improvised, really heavy-hitting weapons that the rebels put together. That one in particular is like a sniper meets a sticky explosive launcher, and
That sounds
I
fun.
mean,
This game will live and die
That's the
on
beauty with the team that put those
how the
together
gunplay
did
feels
such a good
and just
job of
how
allowing you
fun
to see
those weapons are.
the individual pieces that are scrounged together
And being able to
from
craft like
everyday
different
life,
attachments
thrown
and
together
shit
to
will
make
be
a
real nice.
weapon. My favorite is the and it's a few people's favorite, I think, is the
That sticky
El
launcher is
Pequeño,
pretty friggin'
which
strong,
is
huh?
essentially
Jesus.
a motorcycle
Teniente.
engine strapped to a turbo that turns into a Gatling gun.
Oh,
Look at this.
Yeah, I bet you at
That thing
4K
revs up
it
and
looks
it's
a lot
like,
better.
It gets pretty hard to control,
Senior,
but
but
man, does it mow them down.
This is a very fuzzy screen, but this performance seems very good.
We will see a couple
so.
more reservoir weapons
I'm
throughout the
very
course of
interested
this
to see what it
stream,
looks
folks,
like at
so
a
stay
running
tuned.
natively
We're
on my
wrapping
monitor.
up the FND base here.
I bet you
but
look
I
nice.
also noticed, Far Cry is a series that.
Oh man.
So
Is that
okay.
the Medico backpack?
Yeah, so this is the Supremo backpack. This is the I forget what it's called, but basically it sends.
I really wish it would
the health
have
bar is
more
now
than 2
yellow.
people in
I've
co-op.
got a whole extra pool
That would
of
be a
health.
lot of fun because
And
I always
it
have my
allows
wife
me
and my brother I
to
want to play
do
these with, but
machete takedowns
I have to
on
okay, I played
anybody.
through Far Cry
This
5
one's
with you.
particularly
Now I'm gonna
nasty.
play it through with
'Cause
you.
go for the
and
knees
it's like,
first?
it'd be nice just
Like-
be able all to be able to
So
play together.
unnecessary. It's like, let me put you in excruciating pain before I end your life.
Jesus Christ.
There's a special irony that you just used the Medico backpack and then brutally attacked several
Listen.
soldiers right after.
You know,
Libertad.
this you don't win a revolution by breaking a few eggs, I believe is how the
There you
saying
go.
goes.
Yeah, it's fair.
Right.
Oh, you do.
So now we're going to jump a little bit to another section of gameplay, and this is where we're going to meet one of the revolutionary groups you get entangled with here in Far Cry 6, La Morale. Naveed,
La
give us
Morale.
the breakdown on who La Morale is.
Yeah, one of the interesting things we tried to do.
Definitely a
in
cross-gen
LSK
game that could push
is
back
have
way
this sort of
back by
clash
COVID,
of
but
2 different groups, 2 different revolutionary groups. So one is
if it's
the
not so
Legends
goddamn
67,
miserable and taking away
so the
control
old
of you all the time, like
revolutionaries
5,
in the
I'll be
mountains.
very happy.
And then you have La Morale, which is a group of
we
university
get a review
students
copy.
that have banded together to fight back, and they are very, very
Ah,
militant.
544H454H5.
Have
That
some of
played
my
again for
favorite
some reason.
characters in the
Welcome.
game. And
Weird
it's one of the things too that
numbers
like,
and
you look
letters
at these
name.
revolutions often as one big group, but in Far Cry 6 we wanted to show that it's actually a lot of different groups fighting.
Ah,
fighting for
Rorona
control.
Zoro 90 has followed from the
Yeah,
forums.
and this
So,
this
yeah.
guy Calixto is about to give us a little bit of an anecdote about La Morale's operating methods. So the story he's in the middle of here is that the
Yeah,
admiral
I think at
executed half
4K
this
this will
town
probably
for
look really good.
protesting.
Information, Jesus Christ. There's a there was just a federal court case where the judge was like, "Yep, you got to let them
Yeah,
take ivermectin if
the
they
thing with
want." And
La
the doctor's
Morale
like,
is
"No,
that,
it's
you know,
just
they're led
dewormer,
by Yelena,
horse poison."
who's, you know, they're all
Friggin'
university students, and
We're like, "No, that's their right. That's their
second in
freedom."
command, Alderon, who hopefully we get to meet
Fuck.
soon as well. But their methods are, let's just say, much more brutal than the
Matt
Legends
Schaub
and
pass.
even
He's not very good at it.
Libertad. They don't care about Clara Garcia or Libertad or even you. You know, they have their own agenda.
They absolutely do. Yeah, Honron especially is an absolute firecracker.
Yeah.
I got to meet her a little bit when I was
Chris
playing
Waters has
earlier.
been rocking that hair for
I
a
wanted to
long
show off this
time.
mission because this is like you are basically trying to make good with La Morale after a little
Yeah.
supply disagreement, and
Yes.
you're going in to rescue some captives, and of course the rescue is happening out on this boat.
Mm.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Now y'all
So
know
this
how
will be
we're
a
getting
nice
down to
little
this boat.
Yeah. Can
know
you
how it-
guess how you're gonna get to the boat? That's
You-
the question.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Oh man.
If I've learned
Wingsuits are
anything
in.
about Chris Waters,
There won't be one in
from
Halo, but there'll
him
definitely be
for
one in Far
2
Cry
years
and
now,
Battlefield.
is that this man loves a wingsuit.
Oh,
Give me the
I'm with you.
wingsuit.
I wonder how
Chris.
Battlefield is doing.
There's
Give me the
two things
wingsuit.
in Far Cry 6.
Can't wait to
that
try
I
that,
need immediately.
I
It's
hope the rumor
wingsuit
of
and
the
a
open
horse.
beta
And
is
look at
correct.
this landing. Look at this landing.
That's it.
This is like my proudest moment in this whole gameplay clip
That
right
is
there.
well done.
That was very well done.
Well done.
Also, we got some folks in the
Uh-oh.
chat pointing out that there was a Canadian flag flying over this vessel, Naveed.
I thought I saw that.
I wonder why. Mr. McKay is in fact Canadian. Yeah, he's a Canadian import exporter, and he may or may not.
The
talk
the
about
sorriest of import exporters.
Timbits. But,
Oh
deep
man,
cut.
we get a
deep cut.
Timbits reference.
I mean, essentially,
This
isn't that what
another
this
look at
is?
that
I don't think
Supremo
Danny's very
backpack.
old.
Now, these are these things you wear on your back that you charge up and can unleash devastating kind of ability or something to really help support. And this one is the.
I will say,
speed,
as someone who
extra
has just started
machete
streaming
takedowns,
to
which you just
no
saw.
more than 10 people at a time normally,
Also, you
I can
swapped
only
it with
imagine
the
how nerve-wracking
Susuro,
it is when you
the
know
Susuro,
you've
the
got to
nail
capture a
gun,
bunch of footage for
which is just
a major
perfect for
corporation's
stealth.
Twitch
You
channel
know,
that's going to
there's a
be
period, I think, in the
co-streamed by
project
Xbox
where
and
everyone
GameSpot
was
and
just
others,
using
and
El
us,
Susuro.
Xbox
It
Era
was
is
like a
co-streaming.
2-week
It's very
period.
important.
It's like, what are you using El Susuro? And I was
That's
thinking
got to
about
be
it before.
real
It's like,
nerve-wracking.
during the development of these things,
Especially if you're not normally a
because
controller
different
player
weapons are
and you
coming
have to
online
stream
at
it on
different
Series
points,
X for the marketing
you
agreement.
kind of find your weapon and then
You don't have an
stick
elite.
with it.
I would
That's
not
sort
want
of
to
like Old
stream a
Faithful.
first-person shooter without an elite
Oh yeah.
or
I
some
know-
form of
You got some
paddles.
people trapped down there.
Yeah. This is the most unnecessary.
I bet you
rappel
can make her
down
look
there,
pretty
but it's
crazy,
really worth getting into.
Britt.
You gotta be safe.
Yeah, the crazier the DIY weapons, the
Save
more
your
I'll like
reserve.
this game.
Some people
Far Cry.
play Far Cry incredibly stealthy. You
Like,
know, no one sees them
3
coming,
played into the
no
craziness
one, you know,
a good amount.
they don't make a
4
sound. You just
4 I
get rid
liked,
of
but
all the enemies
then
on
by the
entire
end I
program.
really didn't like the
Not
choice you had to
not
make with
Chris
the
Waters. And you know
characters.
what? I appreciate
And then
that.
5 I
You
hated
know,
every
there's a
character in
lot
that
of ways
game.
to play.
They were all
What
just,
do we appreciate here?
I don't know.
My number one method is to attempt stealth for a
Mhm.
solid 15 minutes.
Spoiler for
get
5,
bored,
but
and
when the
then
crazy Proud Boy
really
stand-in
loud
ends up being
with
right,
my Fuego backpack and just torch everything in
Oh,
sight.
so dumb.
The
Yeah.
Fuego backpack.
The fact that like you
we're
could know
gonna
what was
actually
going to
see
happen in
that
the end,
in a
if
little
you
bit.
found a car,
lot of
sat in there,
flames, a lot
and
of
just
flames.
listened to the
A lot of
radio a
flames.
lot.
Not the safest
always stupid.
backpack. Safety is a big theme.
So yeah, I'm real interested to see how they treat
Oh yes.
the main bad guy in this game.
Whenever you're overthrowing a dictatorship, you always got to be safe. That's the rule number 1.
I would have liked Pagan Ming if he had been actually, voiced by someone
Chris,
that
do you
was
feel like we're judging your
not
gameplay
Troy
and
Baker and
play
was
style,
actually,
or-
maybe
That's
someone
live streaming,
Chinese
baby.
or Tibetan.
I mean, even though this is pre.
Ooh, that was nice.
Jesus.
That was perfect. Look at
See,
this.
the kid's got some chops. But no, folks, if
Yeah.
you watch Ubisoft News Plays, you know that we're all about having fun with a game. Like, sometimes we got the plays, other times, hey, it's a little rough and ready, but we stay positive, we have a good old time, and
And then we harass our female coworker. I mean, whoops.
Okay, like everything's fine. Did you need a snack?
That is the shitty thing about.
I
Oh
like
boy.
the lightning in this storm was like very timed at there were
yeah.
certain moments where it was just like
Yeah,
incredibly
I'm way into it. I'm
atmospheric,
hoping
just
we get a review
the-
copy,
the-
and then
the
I can
timing
snag
in the
it.
background, it was very fun.
LSD has some of my
We normally get
favorite
Ubisoft
sort of
stuff. I
set-piece
reviewed Watch Dogs
missions.
Legion.
Just feel like
We
it's
got
everything
Valhalla.
already.
So I'm hoping we get Riders Republic. I don't know.
This is one
A bit different one, but we should definitely get
is
this
one
one
of the
for a
ships
review.
as well.
And I'll be all over it.
The sort
I've
of
played the
Navy
shit
theme
out of
is
every
throughout,
single Far Cry,
preventing anyone
from
from
1 and
escaping
2 on my computer
Yara,
to
while at the same time funneling in all the Viviera
3 Blood
minerals
Dragon, 4 Primal,
as
5.
you shoot
I've
down a
played-
plane
own all of them
and engulf yourself in flames.
on
You
my
know-
Xbox now.
Look, yes, that's exactly what you
Oh,
can look
shit.
forward to, folks. When Far Cry 6 comes out on October 7th.
Slides are good.
We had some folks asking about Chorizo
Yeah,
in chat.
a little over a
Don't
month
you
away.
worry, we get a lot of amigos coming.
I wonder
up.
how long
We've
this is
got
going.
Chorizo, we've got Guapo, we've got Chicharron. Stay tuned. They're coming your
You're
way.
waiting an extremely long time to not use chorizo, Chris. I mean, come on.
Well, here's the thing. I have not recruited Chorizo at this point in the game, so we're gonna go and
fair.
we're gonna recruit Chorizo. We're gonna meet this absolute
That's fair.
tyrant of a rooster. Pretty soon.
Chorizo,
I bet you can pay
I
money
don't
if
think
you
I was
want to make your hair
prepared for how
purple.
much of
Brit.
a chip on its
Ubisoft
shoulder
doesn't-
Chorizo has.
Does it not back away
mean
from
Chorizo?
shitty
Chorizo,
microtransactions?
sorry, Chicharron, excuse me.
Chorizo has
Uh,
no chip. Chorizo,
no,
you
no,
just
no.
want to hug and raise for yourself.
Chorizo's all vibes. Chicharron though is just angry. He's pissed
A
off
lot of
and
friggin'-
ready to cause havoc.
Oh yeah.
Chicharron is everyone at
A lot of
18,
planes.
I think. That's how I see Chicharron. At
Pure
18, you
violence.
just hit a
Oh,
point.
if I turn...
Rage.
Okay, nope.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay.
Folks,
If
as
I got a
we're,
little knob on
dealing
here.
with a ton of bombardment and
So I can
chaos here over
turn
this
my
boat, feel free to
mic
throw a question or
volume.
two into
Ah,
the
that's
Ubisoft
why that
chat
pops up sometimes.
Or into the Xbox chat. We're taking a look over there. I've been seeing y'all chatting there,
Jump in.
and so
jump in.
so let me know if you want
I
to know.
should jump in on the Xbox
how
era
old is
chat
this
and say,
pre-recorded
hey,
footage, Sam
son of a
Craft? I recorded
bitch,
this footage last week.
how many people
at
can
the
you have in
end
co-op?
of
Can it
the-
please be 3 for once?
due to
I
some
know it's going to be
technical
2, but
limitations,
still.
we had to do
Can
it
it be
This
3?
way, just based on the fact of like keeping everything secure in a pre-release environment. But
They don't
also, this allows us to,
seem
like,
to worry about the
give
co-op
you
as
the
much as
highlights
Halo
here and
is,
there and
where
show a diversity of areas,
only the main
weapons,
player
and
ever
everything like that.
progresses.
So that's why we wanted to tune
I
it
doubt
this
that'll
way
change
for
here.
this stream for
Damn
you.
it, my headset's dying. 1 sec.
My ride is here. Oh,
So we got
Elia,
James Bond exit here.
Eliahu over in the Xbox chat asking, how is co-op in the game? Is it possible to play through the whole game in co-op just like Far Cry 5?
It is absolutely possible.
They heard me.
To play the entire game in co-op. Happy to report that. It's an absolute blast playing Far Cry in co-op. And yeah, and you will, you know, there's the host and then the co-op player. The host keeps the sort of campaign progression, but you keep your player progression. So,
so it's the same as always. You keep your player progression, but no campaign.
It's
and that's
pretty
no joke,
ready to go.
The resources you gather, like, we'll see a little bit of weapon customization in just a little bit, folks. But the resources you gather really go a long way towards tuning those weapons, towards making them, you know, a lot more versatile and impactful.
She's lucky she's so good at not getting
those
shot to death.
materials.
Ooh,
pills.
pills.
Want to get some reservoir weapons
I see, like he's just shooting you in the back with a big ass
Naveed, I don't...
heavy machine gun, and you're just fine.
Some people are asking as well about crossplay. Do you know if co-op crossplay is possible?
I believe it is. I'm not going to say 100% because someone might throw something at me. But I'm
that'd be nice.
Pretty sure it is. Yeah.
Let me investigate. We'll follow up. Try and give y'all a definitive answer on that one.
Most likely no, but it'd be really cool if yes.
This
what I'll say.
ally just happened to get injured through no fault of my own exactly. You know, it's dark.
It's not your fault
the sun
at
is
all.
setting. But look, I revived him. We get a slow-mo explosion of the boat.
Capitan.
It's
in the moonlight as well. Look at this.
Oh yeah. I really like that effect, the slowdown effect, like when the mission is completed. Like it's just
It's
like
the walk away from
come
explosion
down.
so slowly effect. Yeah. It's very satisfying.
And the moon, stars.
Yeah, see now you're pissing off Benitez at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
And there's
always that
there's some
time
open
in an
world
Xbox
mechanics you're
Era
gonna see a
stream.
little later as well that are like you start to cause a lot of trouble. Trouble's gonna find you in addition to you know, you seeking it out.
You gotta be careful, and that's one thing, you know.
Yeah, you want to
talked a
walk
lot
around
with
everywhere, but I
our
try and put you on camera and you're
designers
immediately out.
And our world director, Ben Hall, we always wanted that feeling of the world pushing back, you know. So it's not just like you're going about and the world doesn't exist around you.
Oh,
Yeah,
about
if
the
you
co-op
start
play
messing
drive?
with it,
Yeah.
Anton will send his special forces.
Nope, there he is.
Oh, Chicharron.
Oh, here we go.
Chicharron. Chicharrone. That's a
Oh man.
that's a painful looking hand.
I really like this guy. He's like Chicharron's, I don't know.
Hype man.
Yeah, hype man. Yeah, that's a good one.
Even though he's lost an arm.
Then the hair looks real bad.
To Chicharron.
Literally, Chicharron ripped off.
Why does the hair look so bad?
Yeah.
Shout out to Jandy.
You know,
in chat
honestly,
that
they're
says,
going
"Damn,
for
that
more of a
rooster had
stylized
drip."
look.
Oh yeah, you can
Oh,
see
yeah.
It's not trying to be like photorealistic or anything, and that hair looks really
And he just the way he says Chicharron.
Like, the quality of the
longest
model's
period where
good.
People were just yelling that.
definitely got
on
more
the
like
floor. It's like a
a Borderlands
battle cry.
without the cell shading
There it
look
is.
going on.
Perfect.
Oof.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
PC doesn't give a
Not
shit,
going
and you know
paperless.
Xbox
going
doesn't care.
paperless,
So if they
right?
don't know, then it's on you know
Chicharron,
who.
first and foremost, is an environmentalist.
Very environmentally conscious in Far Cry 6.
I really like that kind of mission briefing because you get so much character from the mission giver,
Oh yeah.
and it really like helps
That's a
paint this
big
picture
rooster.
of who this
Jesus Christ.
maniacal
Glowing
rooster
red
is.
Friggin'
And
spurs.
what's different this go around is you get a lot
El
the sort
pequeño.
of mission
Aha,
briefings
see, they
you
call
get,
it
we
the
get a
small
lot
one, but it's not small.
closer, you know, with the character, so you get to see all the
Pyro
little
techno.
details in their face and their
I don't roll my
clothes
R's very
and
well.
gear and all
Pyro.
that. Oh, what are you gonna pick, Chris?
Ooh.
Well, we're still pretty early on here, so I don't have a.
See, that's the
ton
one
of
thing they
weapons
need to bring
unlocked,
back
so
to
just
Breakpoint
mixing it
is
up.
just let me unlock
One of
guns
One of the
and then
hardest
choose them
thing with
whenever.
game dev is
Tell me.
That's the
when,
only
you
thing
know,
they haven't
you,
brought back to Breakpoint
you
yet.
actually
Everything
play
else,
the game
excellent.
As you should play
They
it,
fixed it all up.
and you
It's
can't
really
use
fun,
cheats.
but god damn it,
So like,
still
every
can
time
only
I
have a
play
few weapons
game
on you at a
once
time.
it's released, like my hand is flying all over the controller.
Ooh, super
What is
moves.
going on? Where are all my my cheats, man?
Yeah, this game looks great. I really hope they give us a Review code. We are generally on their list.
We had a
So
question here. Who was just saying this?
it's
about,
always nerve-wracking, though.
Can you hide the mini-map? Yeah, there's a ton of like HUD customization stuff you can do.
Tons.
So we should definitely be on the
so
list
you
for
can-
this. We should
yeah,
definitely be on the list for
something
Riders
that I wanted to
Republic.
leave
We
it
should
on
be
just
on
so
the
y'all
list
could
for
see how it
Battlefield, but I
goes,
don't think
tune in
Battlefield will
about a
have
month to
reviews
our live streams once this game
at launch.
comes
I
out.
think Battlefield's going to be
play
a,
around
hey,
with the
you
HUD.
get, everyone's getting codes
Yeah,
for
you
the
want to
early
take off the
release
minimap,
period,
the health bars,
and then
you can do all that.
you can
Now getting a look
play
at
and get your review out,
Exact
but you
opposite.
need to play other people,
like
so
want
obviously
it
the
all
game
on.
needs to be
I
out
want everything
for you to
on.
be able to review it.
Getting a look at some of the arsenal here. You've got your Supremo backpack in the main slot, 3 primary weapons and a sidearm, and then 5
Pretty much anything
gear
that's
pieces.
online only is really
and there's a lot of different
weird
ways
to try and
like,
review before
customize
release.
the whole operation. Plus your look, because with your cosmetic gear, or sorry, with your what you're wearing, you can do like a cosmetic customization and swap out the look and keep the stats, which I know you.
Ooh, they've got the transmog system.
Is your progression is tied a lot to your gear, which gives you a lot more freedom in terms of your playstyle. That I think folks are going to appreciate.
And one of the things I noticed about the gear was that some of the stuff I was like, I was kind of expecting it to, as it does, sort of amplify certain resistances and powers. But one of the gloves was like, when you catch on fire, the fire.
As
will
we
be
got
put
to do
out.
preview coverage, it would be awesome if they gave us. Oh, Jesus
like,
Christ, that's an
you
angry
resist
bird.
getting knocked over by melee attacks. And I was like, put these on. I need those.
Yeah, and whether it's weapons or gear, if you.
It'd be cool if they
wear
gave us
certain
some
vests
codes
that'll
to
repel,
do the beta.
The poison that
but,
the army throws you.
You never know.
You're kind of problem solving depending on the situation.
I love how everyone just knows them.
Look at this. Chicharron waits for nobody.
Speaking of problem solving,
just starting things.
Oh.
That's what we wanted to get
Man,
across with,
every game should be 60 frames per
is
second for the entire generation.
You don't know if you're
don't give a
fighting with
shit.
him or he's fighting
Be a little
with you. You
fuzzier,
don't know
look a little
what he's
worse. I
fighting.
don't care. Just be 60
But
frames per
there's
second.
fighting.
Our mission here is to protect Chicharron. I don't feel like Chicharron needs any protection.
So yeah, you've got 3 main weapons and a sidearm. Pretty normal.
I think the rest of the world.
Some of the other things aren't full. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Oh God, what is this weapon, Chris?
Oh, I feel like this is just a tease because we're actually going inside. The fireworks. Wait, am I going to use the fireworks? Not here. I was worried about Chicharron. I don't want to kill Chicharron. But you'll see some fireworks later. Don't worry. That's like
Jesus
Chekhov's
Christ.
fireworks launcher. We'll see some in
Yeah, I
action.
can't wait for this game, man.
Now, speaking of
Chicharron, the moment. Oh, go ahead.
You mentioned the fire earlier, Naveed, being a favorite, and I wanted to shout it out because that's where it is.
I love that you
Those backpack things are awesome.
Document,
I really like them.
Library, basically, to unload.
Absolutely.
So far.
Look, Chicharron hates these documents, and I'm trying to help out my little buddy here.
That's it.
Smoke a cigar and then shove it into your bullet hole to heal to full.
I think the turning point with Chicharron was when he got the collar. Once he got the punk rock collar, everything sort of fell into place.
I'm digging those like neon spurs or whatever. I don't know what you call them on a rooster. Yeah. Those like the back like claw.
Was there a guy named Chicharron before?
Spurs,
yeah. So folks, asking in chat, I do have some clarification on co-op.
There is no crossplay.
Co-op is possible between generations. Of the same platform, so like Xbox One to Xbox Series X and S.
But Sony told us to go fuck ourselves.
Available across systems, so Xbox to PlayStation crossplay is not there.
Wow, what a shock!
Cross save and cross progression is.
The guy with the weird hair is like Chicharron's biggest fan.
You have one save. Your save carries over from one to the next.
There you go.
So cross progression, but no cross play because Sony wants their money.
We will see some more looks of Chicharron because you can customize you can get your amigos in different outfits. We're going to see a little bit of those later. Also, if you want to go back and pause the stream when we were just looking at that document, you can learn a little bit more about Yelena, the leader of La Moral that we were talking about earlier, that who Naveed was talking about. That was like a little dossier on her, and you can see exactly what kind of threat the army thinks she is. Now, Chicharron, in addition to having like a endless bloodlust and hatred for Castillo's soldiers, also like he's got an ego, man. He wants people to know that he's been here. So the way this is concluding,
I mean, he's the cock of the walk. He's a rooster. He's showing off.
Absolutely. So you gotta let folks know who was the one who trashed this building. I love Chicharron so much.
It's the music, right? That's what the music makes it. It's perfect.
Look at him. Look how happy he is. Always happy to help you out.
Good dumb fun.
Nothing like an abruptly ended screaming guitar solo.
Now we have one more Chicharron mission before we can recruit him as an amigo, and we're gonna hop into that now. Before we do that, folks, just a quick note about the footage you're seeing. It's captured from an Xbox Series X, pre-recorded so we could show you a bunch of different segments and edit them together. So we have chunk here, chunk there, chunk there. And of course, we're streaming it at 1080p, 60 frames a second. That's sort of our optimal, how we want to stream to you. But of course, settings will exist for higher graphical fidelity.
I like how you thought this guy turned into the rooster.
Setup permits.
Far Cry goes over the top, but it's not
one of the things I want to point out briefly, Naveed, that I'm a big fan of, and we talked a little about gear, outfitting your Danny with what you want them, what gear you want them to have, and the stats that come along with it. But the thing I'm really big fan, I'm really glad y'all have this in at launch, is being able to customize the appearance of those gear items. So. Folks, basically the way it works is if you have a piece of gear, you like the stats of the piece of gear, but maybe you don't like the look of it necessarily, you can swap out the appearance with another gear item of the same category that you already own, which I think
it's a massive roster. It's huge.
Oh, it's a huge roster. There's so many things to choose from as you unlock them. But the thing that I think, the reason I'm so happy about this, Naveed, is that Far Cry 6 has third-person cutscenes for the first time. So you're seeing your Danny a lot more than you would normally see a Far Cry protagonist.
Absolutely. Yeah, and that was a big let's see if it works moment several years ago that thankfully paid off. But yeah, that was one of the reasons we wanted to do third-person cutscenes. Not only that you're sort of more invested. I love how angry at the mongoose he is, first of all.
He's not having it.
But yeah, it's one of those things where you get to be a bit more invested in Danny's story, but also you get to see, your Danny, doing their thing and interacting with the characters. So it instantly worked when we tried it out.
You get random friggin' review codes about games I've never heard of before.
He doesn't hold back, does he?
No. Oh no. Oh god.
He's also like, I'm not just taking out this dude. I'm
Remote control.
this whole truck.
That's it. Right? Because he knows what's gonna happen. He knows.
So for folks who missed it, this mission right now, we have to keep Chicharron alive while he wrecks the monument. Now, I've seen people call this a follow and protect mission. If you're watching Chicharron in action, it's like a follow and keep up.
Yeah. Come along for the ride.
Hey, Mort.
So
I am pretty good, other than a sore back. Just like a muscle in my back is really sore.
We'll see a stealthy amigo.
I'm damn good. I feel real good.
Just
we had a friggin' cold, which, like I said, we had to make sure it wasn't COVID, because the kids are in school, so we're gonna get it eventually. But wife and daughter got tested. It's just it's not COVID. It's just a
how
cold.
many times we could
So that's gone. We all feel a lot better now.
The dialogue.
And Far Cry 6 looks real fun. I've always liked them. They're always fun.
Or every other sentence.
It'll be fun to play through co-op with my brother, and then play co-op with my wife. Though I'm only gonna, if I get that's a really nice gun. Jesus Christ.
The wall, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
It'd be fun to play through with both of them at once, but they don't seem to want to do that, Ubisoft.
And then we got the missile airstrike.
A sawed-off shotgun at that. Yeah.
There we go. So when things get hot,
yeah, this game looks real fun. How are you doing, Mort?
Because you got that big shield. You can also melee with that shield.
Hate it.
So good. It's so good.
Man, I feel
that little table there is all set up for like
I should do this review for this game. It's already out.
It's where the champagne glasses is for the soldiers to like inaugurate this situation. Of course.
We had a couple more reviews go out today. We had the big con go out. Ignore the fact that Harmonica thought that was on Game Pass. It's not. And we had Song of Iron go up. yesterday. We had WRC 10 go up today, and we had what the hell was the other one yesterday?
From Juan Cortez,
Jesus Christ, I feel bad. I don't remember.
Guerrilla Spy Master.
I think I did the video too.
Right tool
yeah,
for
Russell.
the right job.
So 4 embargoes hit in the last 2 days.
Done, you'll find the right tool, right? So whether that's a
and the Song of Iron and Russer videos are doing really good. I haven't looked at the other ones yet.
You can adapt to any situation.
This game looks great.
Super fun.
This is a nice way to do this stream too. Don't have to.
How hard this thing hits is just so satisfying.
Yeah. Man, I really wish they had 3 to 4 player co-op. That'd be nice.
You like it even more when you're like literally catching on fire,
right?
Trying not to go down.
Wait, speaking of that, I'm so happy you caught on fire there, Chris.
Yeah, I feel you on that, Brett.
Veteran.
I got a late start to everything too, so.
On fire, 1 or 2. Or,
I'm making a beef stew tonight. I actually gotta get that started.
Yeah.
I want to have that ready by at least 2, so it can simmer for a
early
while.
on in the game where
Supremo.
You're given the flamethrower for the first
yeah,
time.
the super moves really are awesome.
Yeah, a pair of gloves though.
I love that concept for a game like this.
It's a gear item, and their unique ability is that if you are caught on fire, you are automatically put out because of these gloves.
Oh yeah,
and it was a complete game changer.
Yeah. There's so many things like that, and that's sort of what I'm getting at, the right tool for the right job. Like you know, whether it's armor-piercing rounds, vests that repel poison, fire, that kind of thing, or gloves.
Coffee is good. I will have one later.
Shoes that'll help you go a little faster, that type of thing.
I needed a real quick hitter as I was starting in the stream up, so of course I just have my
so much freedom to
Monster Energy Ultra Zero Paradise, which is kiwi lime and a hint of cucumber.
Like
and
this.
Wow, is it good?
But look at this.
Oh, yeah.
So it's hit so hard, but this is one of the enemies that really surprised me because it's they've obviously got the elite look. They've got the helmet, but that dude is also throwing down deployable shields, and taking cover behind them. They're tenacious, but we have solutions for that.
Oh, the Exterminator. I swear to God, once the Exterminator came online, that is all I used for a solid 3 months.
Chat is loving the
so satisfying. So satisfying.
It is so good. And then
Chicharron.
Here we go.
Cheech Anarchy Rome.
Just wait. Oh, it's coming.
He sure does.
Where is he?
I feel like your hair looks way better than that guy's.
This is Chicharron being like, "You're cool. We're good."
Now we're friends.
Now you've created a monument to Chicharron.
Now we can all go home happy.
Now I did not see this question in chat, but I know it's in the back of your mind, folks. Can you pet the Chicharron? We have answers for you here, exclusively on Ubisoft. Well, no, not exclusively. Just it's gonna happen right now. You're gonna see what happens when you try to go in for the scritches.
Back up. Back up.
It's not having it.
Mind your business, Chris.
You could not pet the rooster.
Fresh Prince fans out there.
If I went to my browser, I have to make sure I do that.
Quick, want to address a question in chat. Folks are asking about some PC specs and console specs. More information is going to be posting on that pretty soon. If you're curious how it's going to run on your PC, what kind of settings you can get into, we're going to have more information.
I got to hit Dan up
on news.ubisoft.com in the lead up to the release, which is just over a month away. Far Cry 6 launching on October 7th. And the soldiers here trying to make a nice monument, so they're setting themselves. Not happening.
It's funny with the pet animations are the ones that so much love goes into and so much personality, and that goes all the way back. The team at Toronto, a lot of us worked on Primal, and that's kind of where a lot of that kicked off. And people make their. I can't wait for people to make their the sort of YouTube comp reels of all the pet animations and things like that. You gonna pet the horse? Yeah, you are.
You pet the horse?
Yeah, you are, Chris.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you are.
Listen, I
want to
give
what a pretty
what
horse.
they want, Naveed.
Man, the friggin'
we know they want
Halo
it.
Infinite's going up on GameStop, but I can't do it because I'm not a.
I think we've got 2 or 3 more.
Not a pro member.
Stream, assorted pets. So.
And I'll tell you, there are so many amazing ways to get around Yara. Flying cars. And,
books are great.
All this shit. The horse is my number
I still read.
one go to.
Not as much as I'd like to, but I do.
It just works so well, and I don't get nauseous on it, which is amazing.
Yeah, so on GameStop.com, the Halo Infinite bundle for the console and the limited edition controller are both up if you are a pro member. If there are any left after the pro event, you can go for it after. Who knows how long the pro event is?
Discomfort as
probably another 22 minutes or something.
I don't know, man. The first time I trotted on a horse, it's basically
you have to time it, right?
You gotta time it, because otherwise you're just.
I'm trying to get one of each. The wife wants the console, and then we can sell hers to recoup the cost. And I want the controller because it looks great, and I can sell mine to recoup maybe half the cost.
Horse. I said that's my horse now, thank you. And then just kind of like rode over the hill.
Yeah,
like,
being the pro member only shit.
And lo and behold, stumbled upon this military ambush site at these out on the outskirts of this like little agricultural complex. And here is where we're gonna do a little stealth, folks. You guy has some stealth chops. We're gonna see some stealth here.
Ooh, okay, Chris.
I know, Yusuf. I know you like.
Pressure's on, Chris. Pressure's on.
God damn it.
We got some folks wondering about. So we're scouting. We got our little.
I definitely don't want to go pro. GameStop, I'm sorry. I'm never going to use you for anything other than trying to get this console.
I believe that is among.
And you're going for that airdrop over there, that orange smoke.
Yes.
You want some of that.
I want that. Well, because now
probably not, Mort.
Your weapon upgrades.
I would imagine you can if you get one, Brit. But
yeah, as I was playing, I was sort of getting more of an idea for what upgrades do what. And so now you see the Amigo menu.
Now you're giving the fans what they want.
We do. But look, so there. A look at Chorizo's abilities. As you use his abilities,
I'm not spending $15 to then spend.
Feel free to just go back and clip this out here, folks.
750.
Tiny legs. So small.
So we got a couple different Chorizos here.
Look at that.
Oh my God, the bling
outfits. The
bling chorizo.
Mm-hmm. This is like a real crafty one. I like that.
Oh, Christmas.
This is like
there you go.
Feliz Navidad.
It's funny. The moment I've told this story before, but the moment the concept of chorizo was done, the next day everyone.
Why are you on that screen?
Was chorizo,
oh shit!
And it's like just
I gotta pop this up and get it back over my other monitor. There we go.
As far as the eye could see.
No clue why it went over to the first one.
All right, so we went with.
It doesn't look too bad in Red Dead. Actually, now that I think about it more, the first-person horse riding, it looks all right. Not great.
And now Chorizo.
And each of the amigos have their little abilities, right? You're gonna kill them with kindness now. Is that?
Kill them with kindness.
Yeah. Well, Chorizo's making an appearance shortly, but I do also really like this move here because I'm dragging this body behind me, and I really like. It's a great. And I don't know if it's the first time I've encountered it, but it just like felt like so natural to be like, look, I don't want to hoist this guy on my shoulder right now. I just want to drag him into the shadows, and it was so smooth. I really liked that. And now we see the good boy go to work.
Look at this. Look at this.
How are you not gonna?
Doesn't get better than this.
How are you not gonna try to see what's up? Now, Naveed, did you have any sort of model work for Chorizo? Did anyone on the team have their little wiener dog?
Oh man, I swiped one. One of them. It's this weird shaped chorizo plastic thing, but the best was on the mocap floor. We
Get out of here, dog!
A model chorizo with wheels and like wood.
Oh my God!
It was nowhere. It was actually kind of scary to look at because it had like no eyes but still you got the emotion. You got the emotion out of it. I'm waiting for my chorizo plushie. I'm still waiting.
I don't think Dan got one from GameStop. He was trying for 30 minutes.
Where's the plushie?
And he couldn't get it.
You can send him this clip. Be like, you understand the lengths I'm willing to go to get this plushie.
Yeah, exactly. I was, we didn't have E3 this year, but I was like,
that'll probably be like the best we get for a long time, Mort, with their insane attention to animation detail in that game. There's been a lot more gameplay than I thought it would be. This has been cool.
Best boy was a good clarification there. I called Chorizo a good boy, but come on. Best boy.
The best boy.
He's looking around.
He better be immortal.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
So cute.
I love that he's so full of joy, and then he just like watches me totally machete slaughter somebody.
He's
like, yeah,
he's got a bit of a dark side.
Chorizo has seen some shit.
Yeah, Chorizo's seen a lot.
That didn't work as well as you wanted.
Okie dokie.
You know what? If I have to go, I want the last thing I experience to be the joy in Chorizo's eyes.
Of petting Chorizo.
Just so happy to watch the machete go into your throat.
Oh, yummy.
Sushi Kaya, I see asking in the Xbox chat, is Anton the only villain? Look, you don't get to be the head of a nation without having some allies. Am I right, Naveed?
Yeah, absolutely. The Anton has sort of his cabinet, so to speak. So there's multiple villains in Far Cry 6, covering different.
You would think so if they're running an entire
aspects of
country.
His sort of regime. And yeah, in the east, it's Admiral Benitez, so she runs the Navy and
the Navy,
the military in the east. And then you have Mr. McKay, who is the aforementioned import-export. But each sort of region of the game has their sort of deputy to Castillo.
Ow.
That you're going to run into.
There you go.
And we got some amazing performances from these folks.
Sure, you did.
I can't wait for it to drop. I'm just counting the days.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, not far.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one.
So this is actually
some of the story beats and the constantly losing control of your character and getting kidnapped in 5 annoyed the shit out of me.
But there's also
yeah, I really like playing Far Cry games, especially at 60 frames per second.
You need that Suprema bond.
So much better to aim in.
Make sure you hang on to that.
This one should feel even better.
That's how you get the reservoir weapons and the depleted uranium. I don't know if you're going to manage to get some depleted uranium. But
now, look, folks.
Oh my God!
We know what you came for.
There it is. There it is. Look at this.
He's so small.
I think you can drop the mic now and just walk away.
I mean, look, there's more content here, folks, but that was the chorizo, Pat.
That would have been a perfect.
You know, it's funny you say that because we actually the stream will end on a pat. There will be a pat at the end.
Yay!
Spoilers.
And then once this stream wraps in a little over 15 minutes, we got bonus gameplay footage coming for you on the Xbox Twitch channel. We'll tell you all about it at the end of the stream here.
Man, but the Dead Space thing is starting.
And what you did there is pretty.
I don't think there's going to be any gameplay at the Dead Space thing.
AA cannons,
honestly,
are protecting the skies, so you got to take those out.
So I do think an hour of this is enough.
Fly around with your choppers and flying cars and whatnot. So
listen, was I shot down with from an AA gun? Yes. So it was. Now we're taking a look at Guapo.
Ooh,
Guapo,
yes.
The handsome
Guapo.
If you don't know what Guapo
you know how I knew
Spanish,
Guapo?
folks.
You know how I knew Guapo was the right name?
Talk to me.
Is we had just named Guapo, and we went to do casting, and I stepped out of the hotel, and this car, I'm not kidding, pulled right up to me, and it just said Guapo on the license plate. This was like the day after we named it. And I was like, the stars are aligning here. It's perfect.
Naveed, I gotta ask, because I don't think this is what you meant, but just in case it is, I gotta ask.
Ow.
You just
started knocked down really easy.
Casting the crocodile?
It's a good question.
Know, we did not have to cast the crocodile. I wish.
Okay.
Have you ever held a croc before?
Oh no.
Did you say held a croc?
Yeah, like I've held one. Yeah.
Really?
It's very weird. If you held
like
a baby
like
croc.
a full size? Oh, baby. Oh.
Not full. It was like mid.
No, you wouldn't hold a full crocodile.
You feel everything when you hold it's like this thin.
You can't even see them when they shoot.
And you just
weird.
All its organs are there.
Oh.
Anyway, this took a turn.
I thought you
very
when you said that, I was like, you feel everything, like your own
ow.
mortality, like eons of
Take this out of
evolution,
well.
like
in some capacity.
That as well. You really
Not a great channel for Guapo. Just immediately get taken down, huh?
Look at the jersey.
It's okay, buddy. Wait, Chris, we need to acknowledge this weapon you're using, because you're using
the horse!
Macarena CD launcher.
Yes.
This is the Discos Locos.
Listen,
shot the horse right in the goddamn leg with it
too.
too.
You got a crocodile around, things are getting loco.
So I was hearing the song play a little bit. Is it when you ADS? Is it when you aim down sights that the song starts playing?
Yeah,
the CD starts spinning?
It starts spinning. Let's see.
And that's where the haptic feedback comes into play as well, because I think if you just hold it down a little, you can just play the song. So We play a lot with the haptic feedback here. It's great.
That's pretty neat. Now, I put this jersey on. A little shout out to the Bay Area folks there. We got some classic Warriors colors.
Oh, yes.
Of course.
But there's a Guapo move coming up here. It's like a very crocodile move, which that's why I wanted this clip to be included.
Poor horse gets shot right in the goddamn leg with a CD, and now it's gonna run around.
Very
like
crocodile move.
Quintessential croc as we ride up here into the sun. I believe this is sunrise.
I still can't get over the idea of casting a crocodile, just going to like a big casting call. I picture all of them sitting in like a waiting room together, just like very nervous, like going over their lines.
Cat's trying to eat my hand.
I gotta give a shout out to like our art team and our 3D team and our program. It's like you're sort of riding by it, but you got rain in this game. You got tropical rain happening.
Oh yeah.
And that was a feat.
Yep, she's just chomping on my fingers.
It just looks gorgeous.
And it's like a sun shower right here.
The Xbox Series X.
Ow,
oh,
claws.
That's great. The game is stunning.
This dog's gonna run off. Now here's our crocodile.
Thank you for showing me you love me by hurting me so much, like always.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh, Guapo.
Oh, the spin, like
sweetheart.
the death spin or whatever. I'm sure there's some technical.
It's a croc roll. It's a
biological.
classic croc roll.
Croc roll. Death roll says
Why
lagging
not?
in the
Death
chat.
roll.
Yeah.
Death
I
roll.
mean, it's so gnarly. Now we're just gonna do a little some exploration, a few little vignettes here before we get to a final kind of outpost takedown in a little bit. But if you know me, you know that.
Thank God these people have such terrible hearing.
The aerial takedowns.
Yes. Oh God.
You don't say.
Oh.
And the
knife
inclination
throw.
was just right there to like leap up.
Chris, I'm impressed. You made me happy there. That was impressive.
I knew you'd enjoy that one, Yusuf. Thank you.
Well, the car driving feels in this one. It can be pretty touchy at times in a Far Cry game.
What's super fun is just to listen to the radio and drive around, to be honest. Like, just a ride.
And the music, yeah, there's such a diverse array of music
So
in
good.
here that will pop up as you're playing. I like it.
That'll get
also,
you
one of my favorite
DMCA'd
things is
immediately if
when
you're playing.
music is playing in other cars that just drive by, because like that happens a lot on my street. You know, it feels like
Right.
it feels like part of the bigger world, part of your community, just like listening to.
Yeah, it's a way. It's like how
audio
it's like the way how cats and dogs play with each
Eduardo
other. It's
Weissman
showing that they
and
have affection
his
for
team,
you,
including
but
Big Newbie, they spent so
when
much
her nails
time
need to be clipped and she's
looking for
doing it,
artists,
oh
specifically
boy, does it
Latin
hurt.
American artists
She never
that were
bites
super
hard.
Great and unique to
She might get it down,
yeah, it's
and
it's
then
a
that
trip,
hurts,
man. Just
but
drive around, enjoy the
the
sunset.
clawing
And that's
of the fingers can really
I
hurt.
don't know if you're gonna. I think you're sort of doing it here,
Yes.
but
Trying to clean my hand
that
now.
you can holster in Far Cry 6.
Oh yeah.
I can't stress this enough. How different an experience it. I mean, you're not doing that now.
No.
But if
From
you holster, you
downtown.
can, that's it. That's it. Got some Steph Curry action out. But,
Also,
but if you
then-
holster, it's a totally different experience.
Yeah.
You get
Then
to-
these dudes roll up, so this is like
This
these
is
guys have hunted me down. So of course.
Well,
Got some
you've been
incendiary rounds?
causing some damage now, Chris.
Ah, poor horse.
That
Now
horse is on fire.
That horse is on fire.
Yeah.
I got
You
this
modified
sniper
those
rifle.
rounds, though. Yeah.
This is so that's a unique weapon. In addition to picking up sort of the highly customizable weapons, you can also pick up unique weapons. So it's got unique cosmetic. If you wind the tape or the clip back once this stream's over, you'll see the different look to it. And it's also got incendiary rounds, as we saw. And I think I got that from doing a Grand Prix race in this area. So if you're looking
Extremely
for it, that might
incendiary.
be a place to check out, folks. This is El Este region again. It's in the southeastern part of the map. It'll all make sense to you once you play the game in just over a month. October 7th. It's coming.
You gonna head over to that workbench, Chris? Gonna have some fun over here?
I am, Naveed. I
think
am
you are.
gonna mess around here. This is we're actually gonna see, because it's slightly out of order, we're gonna see me customizing the fall, which I used in one of the earlier clips. So, checking out
Yeah,
the
you can
various
actually do
sites you can put
sites
on
and stuff.
doing a little customization
This is the
here.
Probably the clip that friggin' leaked because Ubisoft's so bad about it.
I want to go back to something that you brought up, but we didn't quite get to address it completely. The holstering your weapon, how much that
website's coverage got
what does that do exactly?
Unlisted, and someone stuck it in a playlist, and someone's like, "Oh,
before
what's
in
this?"
Far Cry, where you holster
because
and
you never put something in a playlist until you've scheduled it.
You know, no one's gonna.
It's in a playlist. It just shows up for everyone.
You're just gonna be an average yarn walking around. So it's good for, if you want to go find a treasure hunt, or you want to just take in the sights and drive around and that kind of thing, and walk around and enjoy the sunset, so to speak. But it's also good for ambushes. It's also good for sneaking
eating in
up
the neighborhood,
the military.
Applebee's.
And yeah, it's one of those things that when we put it in there, you realize how much of a difference it makes. It just makes the world feel a lot more realistic.
Makes the world feel like a vampire.
Those ambushes are satisfying. holstered up, yeah.
Well, I really love the holstered effect because you also get to see more of the environment and stuff like that. Now we're gonna see here.
It's a basic concept you wouldn't normally think of.
Well, obviously a gnarly takedown, but this is another resolver weapon.
Resolver.
It shoots EMPs that stun people, as you can see.
Oh, yeah,
but I didn't realize that it was not fully deadly, so I turned around and was like, oh god, they're back up.
You went back to old faithful.
Look, I'm trying to stay alive here. But just a note on keeping it holstered, I came across an enemy who, he was just on patrol in a lighthouse or something, and I was able to approach the soldier and bribe him to get a bunch of locations of resources. Whereas if I had my gun out, we would have had to duke it out. So some strategic advantages in terms of who might be willing to help you out as well.
Yeah, and it's one of those things that you got to keep your eye out for. And remember that that's something you'd find in a revolution, is there are soldiers out there that they're willing to play both sides a little bit. So it's one of the best ways to get intel of the region, what's going on, whether it's treasure hunts or the Grand Prix races, that kind of thing.
EMP!
There you go, right tool for the right job, right?
That's it. And that helicopter did not blow up, as you'll see here.
No.
I mean, I think it might end up blowing up, but
That's the beauty.
Because he threw a grenade at it?
I don't want that helicopter. I don't want it.
I'm not mad that it's gonna blow up, but I think it actually I think it took back off. That's the thing.
Oh, okay.
I think the truck is what blew up. The pilot was like, and then was able to take back off. So we're gonna have to bring it back down. Yeah.
It's a bright sun, as it should be.
And so this is boop. How do you get a helicopter down?
These are crucial, though.
You gotta explode it or something, but look,
But it's also crucial for tanks,
it fell out.
not just choppers. You gotta be a little creative sometimes. You're not gonna be able to take a tank,
that it?
With your rifle
That's good.
necessarily, but you might be able to use some EMP
the last
and steal it for yourself.
area he's gonna clear out, he talked about.
Oh yeah, stealing it for yourself. I mean, that's the name of the game.
Soldados.
That's Garia right there.
All right, here we are up at the Roca Pequeña SAT station, another FND base, and we're gonna do a little takedown here. Will it be stealthy? Will it be not? You're gonna find out. Y'all gonna find out.
No. And that is the El Susuro.
Yes, we were mentioning it earlier. And this is one of those weapons, like the bow, where you look at the body and you can see a large nail sticking out of it.
That's
just morbidly fun, but
true to life.
First, we got to check out some different looks for our.
Oh, look at this! Look at this!
Our lad Chicharron.
Looking hot, Chicharron.
Partey! Oh my God!
Chicharron with the bling.
It's great. It's great.
So good.
Excited. Who came up with these names?
Yeah, they make the NPCs good and blind and dumb.
Yeah. There's a tradition of
bad
Far
hearing,
Cry,
so that you can actually have fun doing stealth in first
text,
person.
little mission descriptions of being, y'all get funny with it.
That is where the most freedom is, because no one's looking on the team what you're doing. So once it's out there, it's out there. It's too late. But the team, they spent so much time and love that I think the fans are gonna lose it a bit. There's tons of Easter eggs, jokes, and just amazing work they've done.
Definitely worth reading the descriptions, checking out your mission objectives and whatnot, because the writing there is real fun.
A really obvious tripwire.
I'd like you to know that I did not just step on a grenade. Thank you very much.
I was wondering if you were gonna lure the guy over.
We're not that advanced, Naveed. That's why we have you here. Got to give us some pro tips, folks. Here's a pro
that guy
tip
10 feet in front of me just got brutally murdered. Walk over.
And they'll blow themselves up.
That's why you get chorizo.
Right in the chin.
Oh man, chorizo just watching and.
Because video games, Mort, you know that they just are. They got to make it fun by being dumb.
Gnarly.
It's the only way video games work. If the NPCs are too good, I mean, half the time they take AI and they have to dumb it down to make it fun. Because
we're not trying to set off
when it's a super heavy chore and they're real accurate and good, it's just not fun. It's a fact of life. The main thing the AI in Halo did so well was move around the environment. That was not the norm.
Here, the propaganda, it's all custom. Everything you're hearing is
like them moving around the map after the first
marching band
spawn. Real good.
From Latin America to do like the anthem, so it's all unique to Yara. They did an amazing job.
That's the one thing I hope that their machine learning AI is actually a thing and not just a buzzword where,
there is some
hey, our AI actually really
what is a rebel?
knows how to get around the map for a change.
Maybe it's a defect of character or like a failure, like just like absolutely eviscerating who he thinks the rebels are. And it's savage. Like
we did all that propaganda, a lot of that propaganda recording in one day. So there was like a solid 2 hours of me getting indoctrinated by Giancarlo.
Ooh,
this is great.
I expected
so
rockets
that's
there.
the poison. That's the poison that you just launched, and it's gonna make them go a little crazy now, and potentially start shooting each other.
Yep. And so one goes down, and then we bring out the fireworks.
And there we go.
I told you they were coming. I told you they were coming, folks.
This delayed satisfaction. It's fantastic.
Oh yeah.
There it is. Look at this.
It's so good. Yusuf, I know that's your favorite.
Oh gosh.
Health healing animation thus far.
Go get them, Chicharron.
Anga SAC saying this firework cannon is a dream come true. It's so good. And might I recommend this next move, folks? Finishing the base takedown with the firework kill will net you just like the festive.
Yes.
There you go. That's celebration.
Yep, this is exactly what I was hoping Far Cry 6 would be. I don't need a reinvention or something super different. Just give me a really good, crazy Far Cry game with characters
There's
I
a
don't
very big
hate.
4th of July element to Far Cry 5.
Now, we are winding down this gameplay segment here, folks. We're going to take a nice little plane ride. We will end with another petting of a creature in this world, and then we will send you off to another live stream over on the Xbox Twitch channel with more gameplay from Far Cry 6, an area that we do not explore in this, so it's going to be new stuff for you to check out. That's coming soon. Stick with us.
I love that you keep trying to pet Chicharron, and you just don't get it.
I just want
Chicharron's like, I told you once. It's not happening.
That's true. That's true. I just want to express my, I don't know, admiration, I guess would be the...
Mutual respect.
Mutual respect.
I do feel there is a certain amount of mutual respect. There's a certain amount of chaos action that that Chicharron sees me engage in, and I believe sees a kindred spirit.
If you say so, Chris. If you say so.
Scissorman in chat says that was a weird-looking dog.
That's an easy takeoff.
Man, that's true.
You can't change the view.
You got some aerial flight happening.
You know, we're just trying to check out the scene, just like
Still
getting
a
a
lot
lot
of
of
popping.
verdant tropical vibes here.
I was hoping that would be better on the next-gen
you know, if
consoles.
you heard
Maybe they'll
Yusuf
fix
before,
it
if you
closer
know
to
our
launch,
streams,
but
you know how this flight's
I
gonna
imagine
end.
this is pretty close to gold.
And it's not with parking an airplane on a runway.
It's not safely landing the plane.
Yeah, my favorite move is to jump out of the plane and use it as a torpedo.
For a loop-de-loop.
Oh, is that what's... Did I...
Well, not the second part.
Oh,
Again,
I didn't...
Again, it's Naveed
I
bringing
didn't
the
wanna
next level
spoil
strats. No, see, that's just gonna go somewhere. I don't know. Sorry or you're welcome to whoever that lands on. Depending.
Sorry or you're welcome.
Sorry or you're welcome. I'm gonna say that next time I greet somebody.
It's been great. Sorry or you're welcome. Now,
So
Naveed,
serene.
in the closing hours while we have you here, you have been, narrative director on this game for some time now. We're nearing release. What do you feel? And like, are you excitement? Is it relief? Is it just like, what are you looking for?
Thankfully, the timing works out on this if I do this and Battlefield, because
It's exciting.
hell?
I think I'm, I might sound a little cheesy, but I think I'm just excited for the team more than anything. We've dreamed and worked.
is this to come out
and
the embargo will be up
bonded,
like a week or two
we've
before
gone through
Battlefield.
so much.
It's in Battlefield's
so much
online
life
only,
can happen in
so
5
I
years.
can't imagine
my
they're both
beard
going
was
to
black,
need to be played at the
when
same time.
I started this game.
Oh, there really is some
So,
popping.
I think the team has
That's fun.
just- I can't emphasize enough how big and dense this game is, and they've put every
Oh, hi, doggy.
piece of themselves into it. And I think I'm just more excited for the team to finally get to see everyone enjoy their hard work, man.
Excellent.
Good boy.
And folks, yes, you can pet the dog.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here. So that is going to be the end of our gameplay on the Xbox Series X here during this live stream. But there's more Far Cry 6 gameplay
I know,
coming
but
your
man,
way.
I just watched an
Here's what's gonna
hour. I'm
happen.
good.
If you're watching this stream on twitch.tv/Xbox,
Yeah,
I'm going to stop sending that signal, so your
boop-de-boop.
channel is going to go dark for a second, but a new stream is going to start.
Boop.
That's the one that's going to have new gameplay. If you're watching on twitch.tv,
Ah, shut up, Chris. All right. That game looks real good. I'm excited for it. Oh, 1 o'clock. Oh. Yeah, I wonder what the heck that Dead Space stream is going to be. They're not going to have gameplay or anything. It's like a real early look, and it's like, I can't imagine it's going to be anything good. So, yeah, I think I'll call it. That was just get an hour in real quick. Got some review stuff. I got to make another video for a review tomorrow. So I'm going to start working on that. Thank you, everyone who watched. Sorry I got the late start, and it's not as long as normal. I am real into Destiny 2. So I'll probably be playing that a lot on stream. Just because it's fun, and I like it. And I'll start mixing in some other stuff. Maybe get back to Psychonauts. Start up some new stuff like Dead Space and whatnot. But, yeah. Well, new stuff like a 13-year-old game. But... yeah, I could see that more. The lip sync was a little I don't know if that's something they can fix this late into development. But as always, patreon.com/XboxEra is the best way to support us. Also, following and subscribing on here. Like, hey, I missed it, but thank you, Hoss00312 is real for the follow. And I hope you all have an excellent day, and I will be back tomorrow after I make this damn video, and I'll probably play a lot more Destiny because I'm addicted.